Debates Discord. You can check it out there. Okay, yay! I got
You didn't post
YouTube
it in your
working.
own yet?
I'm sorry, what?
You didn't post it in your own Discord?
No, I didn't post it in mine yet. I knew that everybody who had watched it was over on the Bad Bible Debates, and so I was like, they're gonna want it, so I'll post it for them. But I will post it in my music channel too, over on my Discord. But yeah, I wrote the lyrics, and then I used Suno for the music and the thing, and I used GarageBand a lot last night. In case you guys couldn't tell, I was using GarageBand. I'm not a musician.
Oh, you are.
It was good. You're a music writer. Is that's kind of like a, I don't know, musician.
Lyricist. I'm a lyricist. I'm a poet, if you will.
You're equally talented.
I like to write the words, but I certainly don't know how to play instruments. I always tried to learn instruments as I was growing up. Like as every child has, I learned the recorder, and then I graduated to the guitar. But I've told this story before. My mom used to take away anything that I showed interest in. She was very controlling, not very nurturing, and she just wasn't the perfect mom. So when I showed interest in guitar, she was like, nope, you're not taking guitar lessons. So I was like, oh, okay. So I didn't do that. And I never really continued on. I got guitars as an adult and thought, okay, now I'll learn guitar. But I realized I don't like calluses. I don't think I want
it goes away after a while.
They hurt, I was like, these really hurt my fingers. So I think that instead what I'm going to do is get a Rolly keyboard and start like maybe learning the keyboard. Could do that. It won't hurt.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Oh my gosh, this is going to be awesome. If you and LG collab, that's going to be amazing.
Oh man. Hey Joel, how are you today? You guys, Joel reads Bible is in the chat. Joel, my Deaconess account right now is Joel reads Bible, because that was the account I was gonna use, but it didn't have enough followers or something. For some reason, I couldn't turn my camera on, and so that's why I didn't use that one. But yeah,
you cracked me up last night saying that you were making a comment from your account, and then you thought it was Joel, and then you realized it was yourself.
Yes, I'm like, why would Joel be in this? Like, because it was such a random live. Like, why would he be here? That's weird, right? And then I was like, oh, you dumb shit, that's you. You just said that. It's you talking, and you're still. So I had to go change my profile picture real quick, because it's like, I'm not trying to, be out here pretending to be Joel. I don't want him to think I'm doing that. But it was fun. We had a really good time, and I'm really glad that everybody seemed to really enjoy it and thought that we did them justice. And I thought we did pretty good. Thank you, KJ.
You had too.
Thank you. Yeah, you guys provided me with a list. I loved it. I'm like, hey, DM me on Discord, and I got DMs coming in with a link to the list. I'm like, oh, this is awesome. Hey, Huggy, good to see you. Tahir, Huggy, KJ. I don't know who all is here. Casey, welcome in. We're just hanging out. We're waiting to see if we get some Christians to talk to this morning. I am trying to just be, live regularly now. I'm trying. It's really hard when you have ADHD and whatever else are all the things wrong with me, bipolar disorder, being on the spectrum. I don't know. There's so many. But anyway, when all of that is going on, it's hard to do anything on a schedule. Like it's very hard for my brain. My brain's like, wait, really? Did you really mean to do that every day? Is that really a thing?
Yeah, I can't do schedules.
Yeah, schedule.
Yeah.
I'm not good with them.
So, are we looking for Christians? Is that who I need to start inviting in?
Yeah, we need some Christians. I want to talk to them about how the Bible preaches fear and shame and not love. Because, as a Christian, I remember thinking that the Bible was a book about love. Like that's that's what I thought it was about. That's weird of me. I don't know why I thought that. And then now as a non-believer, when I read it, I'm like, none of this sounds loving. It just sounds like you're trying to make me scared and ashamed of who I am or where I'm from or whatever.
I actually just found out that like there's a term for hell, like the theology, and it's ECT. I don't know if you ever heard of that before.
No.
So
What is that?
it's eternal conscious torment.
Oh, yeah. I have heard of eternal conscious torment. And it's
Yeah, I
horrible.
never saw it like put in the acronym or whatever. It was pretty
I
cool.
never heard it put in an acronym like that, though. No, That is cool.
What about so we've been talking about like spooky religion, like Christianity for this month. And something that a lot of people have brought up was the chick tracts. Do you know anything about that?
No,
Say it again. What is it?
Chick tracts, and it's the guy. His name is Chick, but like in the in the 90s, early 2000s, he would like write these tract booklets that you would hand out. And I realized like, oh shit! Whenever I was an evangelist, I would work all week, cash my check, and then go to like the Christian bookstore and buy all of his tracts.
You would?
And I didn't, and I would hand it out. I would buy the tracts and anointing oil. I would go like to all the malls around and like pray over people and hand these out. And I never really realized how traumatizing it was. And everybody in the Facebook group is like, oh my God, these tracts ruined me as a kid. They freaked me out. They shared one, and I probably shared it. I probably handed it out. But it was like this daughter was saying, because he told me I couldn't play Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh my God. I was just talking the other day. We are just weird as Christians. And I have to say we because I was fucking weird. I was a weirdo. I told this story the other day. Did you guys hear my story about the water bill?
No, I think I missed.
No, I haven't.
Oh my God. You guys, I will tell it again, but it will probably not be as hilarious as it was the other day when I told, because now I'm repeating it. But I was laughing so hard as I realized, because this Christian came up and said, did you ever think the Holy Spirit was talking to you? And I said, yeah, all the time. Like, I thought I was in constant communication with God, okay? Through the Holy Spirit in my head, okay? He was constantly talking to me. I didn't realize I just had a narrator in my head. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I didn't know that was me. So
that's what it is. The Holy Spirit is your inner thoughts. Is that what people think?
That's what I thought. I would pray, and then my inner thoughts would say something. And so I was like, that has to be God, because, it's giving me advice or direction or whatever, not ever thinking like, it's you just fucking figuring shit out, But this one morning I woke up and God said to me, go and pay your water bill. And I was like, that's ridiculous. I don't pay the bills. Doug does. I don't. Like, he would tell me if I needed to do that. I'll call them in a little bit. And then I thought, I'm going to go take a bath. and I went to turn on the water, and the water didn't go on. And then God said to me, because like this had to be God, right? I didn't tell you to call them later. I told you to go in and pay them. Now your water is shut off.
Damn.
So now get your kids together, get in that minivan, and go pay your water bill like I told you to.
And drive off a
And I
bridge?
was,
Oh, okay, my bad.
oh, no. That was the lady down south of me. No, anyway, so I'm like, okay. So, and then he goes, and now you have to tell the people at the water place how you were disobedient to me, your God. So I went in to pay my water bill, and I fucking told them. This stupid fucking story, okay? And I'm sure they thought, of course, when you turned the water on and no water came out, you had to come in here because your water was off. That wasn't God, bitch. Your water was off at this point. What are you talking about? And you probably thought, hey, I got to pay the water bill today because, like, it's probably around the same time you pay it every goddamn month, or have had it turned off before, right? So I was like, okay, so anyway, so I tell them this stupid fucking story. And then as I'm driving home, God says to me, no, I say, I'm going to go by this thrift store and stop and get lunch and stuff. And God said, no, you have to go home. Your bathtub is about to overflow. And so I raced home, and there the water was at the very top of the bathtub. And God saved my bathroom. And I told people this stupid fucking story.
Well, at least God saved your bathroom, and he didn't save all the serving or whatever, but your bathroom was saved.
Oh my God. We are weirdos as Christians. We are weirdos. I'm sorry. These are
100-year-old
stupid
notebooks.
stories. Yes!
100-year-old journals.
Burn those. Oh my God. We should have a night where everybody brings out their Christian journals and reads stupid shit from them. God help me find my keys so many times, Ashra, so many times. But meanwhile, the town next to me was wiped out by a tornado. So there's that. They just didn't pray hard enough, I don't think. I never thought people in Hayesville were real Christians. I'm just kidding, Hayesville. I love you. And that was a horrible year. They really did get hit by a tornado. And I remember thinking at that time, as I was praying for protection, I remember even thinking at that time, what am I saying? What am I really asking God to do here? I need him to dissipate the tornado, because having it change directions just means somebody else gets hurt. And then the tornado changed directions and it took out a neighboring town.
It's all your
I
fault,
remember
Crystal.
I know.
It's all your fault.
I didn't fucking pray right. DC, I didn't know.
That's like the story you
Pray
hear
for
of.
tornadoes.
See, that's like the story of the house that gets burned down, and everything is burnt to pieces, and the only thing left is the Bible. It's like, well,
Yeah,
they didn't save the house,
exactly.
but the Bible saved.
All the animals and the people in the house are dead, but God, he saved the Bible. That's how you know he was there. That's weird. I don't know. We believe weird shit as Christians. That's all I'm saying. Come
Do you
on,
guys remember the
should-
cross that was left? The
Yes,
cross that was left
yes,
after 9/11?
Yes! I bet you I shared that fucking post.
Oh,
Oh
no.
my God. Oh my God. I need you guys to confess. Come on, you guys got funny stories too. Don't pretend that you don't. Come on, tell me some of the things you did funny as a Christian. What was something that you believe God did that you now realize that is the dumbest thing?
He laid it on my youth pastor's heart to put Bible verse quotes that we had on paper into the cassette boxes of corn videos at the video store once. So
Oh, that's kind of hilarious, though.
as a youth group, we went there, and I was hitting up the horror section. Other people hit up the romance section, and then we all just started staring at Jared, and we were like, "You're gonna have to do it because none of us can do it. You're gonna have to do it. We're underage. We can't go back there." So he's like looking around, making sure there's nobody in the store that knew him, and then he like glides in there, and you can hear some like banging noises. Well, it turns out he was doing it with his eyes closed, so he has no idea where they even got.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
He comes flying out of there like a bat out of hell, and he's like, "I'm never doing that again."
That is hilarious.
That's what you call planting seeds.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Oh my God. PC. I'm trying to do my nails, you guys, but apparently I didn't bring the right tools over to the desk with me.
To be fair, Ashura, we kind of pressured him into it because he was the only adult in the room, so he was the only one there who could go to the back, and yeah. We were all like, those people need it the most.
They're probably all pastors.
Honestly, I think we were just being sadistic and wanted to watch him walk back there.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Gaslight the youth pastor into, yeah, that was a good day. That was a good
I
day.
mean, Nick, what was the option? Like having kids go back there and like what the hell is that idea?
Could you imagine
You sound-
a grown-ass man, like having a bunch of kids go into the corn room and having to explain that to the police who are eventually going to get called in? Like,
Yeah, right?
Yeah, that's not good.
No.
so yeah, we pressured him in there. It was I think I was laughing the hardest, but I've always had, I guess, that evil streak to me.
I literally told one kid in the youth group that they would pass away if they didn't get right. I was like, I don't know if your house is going to catch fire. I don't know if you're going to get in a car wreck. I don't know what's going to happen, but I can tell you right now, you're going to die.
You're going to die, dude.
Yeah, they're still alive. They're not a Christian.
Well,
You're right.
we youth group, I mean, we did have things that they did to the youth group, like the Antichrist drills and shit, but other than that, I think that's really our only funny, wild story of shit we did in the community. But I did like say shit to my mom sometimes that she was like the wrong branch of Christian, so she might not make it into heaven. And
You told your mom that?
yeah, she was like, "Bitch, what are they teaching you at that church? A lot of things you don't want to know about, mama."
Well, my mom didn't like it that because I was more okay. So remember, I grew up Methodist, but because I have abandonment issues, I really felt the need to go overboard with Christianity. Right? I didn't want God to abandon me, so I became very much more evangelical than any Methodist ever should. Okay, don't do that. And so I believed I could talk to God. I don't think Methodists think that they have direct communication with God or that they can hear God's voice, because my mom didn't, and she thought that it was very sacrilegious of me to think I could. She told me that I likened myself to Joan of Arc. wouldn't you know? But I don't know. I thought I could talk to God.
I thought all denominations thought that they had some kind of relationship where they get messages from God. But that was pretty common.
The Catholic believe that the Pope talks to God. You get to say things to God, but God doesn't speak to you. He only speaks to the Pope, I think. Is that right? Is that right, Nick? DC?
It's like pretty much the God speaking to you is the authority of the church, pretty much.
Yeah. Okay, almost done with the first hand. Yeah, when I got in trouble with the youth group parents for too much Christian, yeah. So I thought I was a pretty good youth group leader because I was like, hey, it's fun to do things and stuff, but I think a youth leader should like lead our children towards a better understanding of Jesus, his sacrifice, and how we can turn to God in our daily lives. So I would do Bible study at the youth group. Like we just, I broke it down into sections. Like we're going to do a little Bible study. Then we're going to do, a fun youth group thing. And then you guys can have some time to just have fellowship and hang out and play games and stuff, right? And I got in trouble for doing the Bible study part because they were like, well, we don't want youth group to be so serious. So the parents got mad at me for doing Bible study.
We don't believe that shit. Don't read the Bible.
Yeah, I was like, okay, that's weird. And it wasn't the message, it was not like, we don't like what you said. And the reason that I know it wasn't that was because I was also the adult women's Bible study teacher, and all of the moms came to my Bible study. So they wouldn't come to my Bible study if they don't like the messages I had. And they would have said, well, we didn't really like the message you had, because they would not have held that back. They were just like, no, we just want them to have more like fun and just hang out and stuff. So I did play a really fun game with them one time. This is just a good, fun game if you have a group of people and you want to do something fun. We went around, we did a scavenger hunt, and we divided into two teams. One went up one side of the street, and the other went up the other side of the street. And you had until like 7 p.m. and then we were going to meet back at the church. And we played a game called Bigger or Better. Each team had to start with like one thing. It was like the same thing, like probably like a tennis ball or something very, innocuous. And you had to ring the doorbell and tell the person you're on a scavenger hunt, and you were wondering if they would trade you for what you had and give you something either bigger or better than what you had in your hand. And then everybody came back. But one of the last houses we went to was a guy who was like a Frito-Lay distributor. So he's like, yeah, I got something for you. And I think we had a ball or something at the time. And he goes, here. And he gave us like boxes of snacks. And he goes, this is bigger and better. And so all the youth got to like munch out on free Frito-Lay snacks that night. That was kind of fun.
Our
I didn't
scavenger
teach him
hunts
anything
were
about
a lot
Jesus.
different.
Yeah.
Our scavenger hunts, Crystal, we would sit in the church and like have like Bethel worship going on, and we would have to like prophesy about like who we're gonna see. It would have to be like this dude with the beard with the blue shirt that is going through da 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 da. And then so you'd go out to the mall, to Walmart, to wherever you can, and then you would try to find the people that you envisioned in your mind.
Oh, wow.
During prayer. Yeah, that was our
wow. Now, I know, and other youth group leaders did scavenger hunts where they had lists and you had to go see if you could get people to give you the items on the scavenger hunt. But I was like, No, I always like to make games a little more fun. So playing bigger or better was really fun. I could have the things people gave us was crazy. And but we traded them all away because in order to get the next thing, you had to give them whatever you were given. But it was fun. And the people at the door, when all the doors that we stopped at were really nice too. They all had a really good time with this. They were like, "Oh, okay, sure. Let me go see what I have." And there was no Bible story that I just was like, okay, there'll be no lesson in this. This will just be the stupid game your parents wanted. Here you go. Now you got it. I'm nothing if but compliant. But that would be why I wouldn't. Eventually, I would not stay at that church, and that church would lead to my eventual deconstruction, because I was just like, I don't think that Christians believe in Christianity as much as I did. Does that make sense? Like, I really believed, and the more I talk to these Christians, I don't think they do, and the ones I went to church with didn't.
How long ago did you start deconstructing?
Around 10 or so years ago. I would say around 10 years ago. 8 or 10 years ago, somewhere around there.
Yeah, it's hard. I can't relate to most of the stories because I think like I was like in my teens when I started questioning it, and then by like my 20s, I was like, no, that's not real.
I wish I had done that in my 20s.
Yeah. And it's weird because I grew up like, going to church pretty much every Sunday. We didn't go to youth group like all the time, but we went to, vacation Bible school and all that. But I don't know, it was never really something that I was fully convinced of.
Man, I was a sucker. I was very convinced.
I could relate to like started questioning thing at your 20s, like that's kind of when I'm 30 now. So I started deconstructing like 2010. And the thing that I remember most is my family got really freaked out when I started asking like, do you really believe Jonah was being digested for 3 days in a well? And he was, spit out like, help me understand this. And they couldn't say anything. And my grandpa told me, he said, whether it's true or not, it's meaningful in our lives. That's what he told me. And, he's a Pentecostal. And that right there sent me on a spiral. And it was like, I was really afraid to address some of those things, some of those questions I had, because, I just didn't know if I was capable of understanding it all. And I didn't want to lose my, my family. I didn't want to lose my social, support and all that. So it was a really weird time in my 20s because it was like I would have the questions, but I was afraid to actually address them and look deeper into them. I feel like that's where a lot of Christians are actually.
I think so too. And that's what I've been trying very hard to have less rage baity topics, because I want to have conversations with them. I think that I just think that a lot of times we come at them kind of hard, because we think of them being where we are right now in our thought process. But if you would have came at me back then in my thought process, I would not have been hearing what you were saying if you came at me like that, I was too far gone. Oh, no, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say it's hard to know like what angle to take with them, because like I said, I did it all on my own. So I don't even know how somebody can get through to someone unless they're willing to start questioning it themselves.
Right.
It's hard to know the angle to take.
But
But even with your topics, that what if you're wrong, that's a very like non-confrontational, just a conversation starter topic. And even then, like you had that one time, there was a couple guys, like 2 in a row, they were like, nope, I can't think that. I can't put doubt in my mind. Like they wouldn't even
not even consider it, not for 1 minute. Which is funny because one of them is Armand, and Armand has gone on several lives since then and come back here several times since then. And it's like, for somebody who doesn't want to think about it, I think you're thinking about it a lot, actually. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I got it a little bit.
I think probably most of them that are in the lives, they're trying to, this is just them doing their mission work, you know? They're doing mission work on TikTok.
That's what my daughter always says. She always says they're on mission. And she calls it mission. I love that. They are on mission.
No, because most of them, they're not open to really like questioning their beliefs. So I think it's just mission work. You know? Preach the message and, you know, plant that seed.
I think you're right. Well, we have 12 people in here. I would do restart, but it just doesn't help. I don't know why I'm shadow banned. I have a really good account, actually. I don't get violations. It just doesn't happen for me. And what happened was a year or so ago, well, a couple years ago, I argued with somebody, and you know how you do like video replies to comments? I was doing video replies to his comments. And then like a year after that, I got in trouble for bullying for those videos. So I took all those videos down and never did a video comment reply again, and my account has been perfect ever since. And because you can do an account check and everything, so I can check to make sure my account is in good standing and everything, and it always comes back in good standing. And yet I will not get pushed out in the FYP no matter what I do. And if I were pushed out into the FYP, it's usually because somebody joins me who has a pretty decent following, and then I get pushed out. And then you see people start coming in because they're like, oh, Crystal's live. So
And
at one,
have good shares, so I don't know.
Yeah. So my agency said violations don't expire, but I feel like I read in TOS that they do after like 1 year or something like that. But when you delete the video, the violation, it depends on the type of violation. There are certain violations that will stay with your account even because TikTok will usually delete the video, you know, and so they've already deleted it and given you the violation. But there are other ones where they're like, if you fix this issue, then you can repost the video, whatever it may be or whatever. So they kind of give you a warning, I guess, if you want to call it that. So I never get any serious violations. So I've knock on wood, I've never been banned. I've never been suspended. I never get in trouble. And so I don't know why TikTok is mean to me. The same thing happened with Joyful's other account. Like, he had an account with 16,000 followers, and it would not grow past that no matter what he did. He finally switched to a different account, the JA Debates account now, and it's growing, and it gets pushed out when he goes live, you know?
Yeah, like every time that I got restricted, well, most of the time I got restricted was because I was sharing like stories of me, you know, coming out as non-hetero and, you know, being in that, you know, deconstructing and
Yeah.
being on hetero and understanding that journey. And so it was like, it would nail me every time. Seth was always in there, and it would always, I don't know why, it would always take me down. And
Damn.
yeah. And so I've had to learn how to mess with TikTok for all my restrictions. I'm surprised I still have my original account, in all honesty.
Yeah, TikTok's just a crazy beast. And I just figured, you know what? I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing. If people show up, they show up. If they don't, they don't. There are days that I see, big creators struggle to get anybody in there. So,
Have you tried going on at different times?
I have, because I do the Decon Q&A with CrystalJae. So with that show, it is all different times because it always depends on the creator. And mostly what I've noticed is no matter what, until I get to at least 5,000 likes, which we're already at that right now, and 100 shares, I won't get pushed out at all. Like, not even to my friends and stuff. But then a lot of times after that, I do start getting pushed out a little bit. I don't know. I know I need more light, outrageous atheist. Look at, just so you know, I have a light on me right now. The problem is I'm backlit and it's affecting my light too much. I actually have a second light on me too. See? It's crazy. I'm just backlit too much right now.
Yeah, you're giving Holy Spirit vibes. It was the same last night. So.
Ooh, this is my costume. I'm a ghost. This is my Halloween costume. I might just end early today and go eat something and play stupid stuff on my phone and just enjoy a peaceful Halloween. Like I said, we do decorate our house. Like, Doug is adorable. Okay. He buys those blow up things and then he decorates the front yard. So, and I never know what he's going to buy next. Like, he'll just do it. And so right now he has like a blow up pumpkin that talks and sings and stuff, and he has a big black kitty cat, and then these giant other pumpkins that we got at a garage sale. At Christmas he has a bunch of ones that he puts up too and stuff. So he does go all out, but unfortunately there's just no kids that come by.
Do you pass out the full-size Snickers bars, the full-size candy bars?
We have done that in the past, but we tried it here, but nobody came by, and then we ate them all, and that's not good. That's never good. So we didn't do that again. All right, you guys, I'm going to go raid trust. Let's go raid trust, but verify. Have a happy Halloween. I will be back probably Sunday at 11 a.m. If not, I'll see you Monday. Have a great day, everybody. Happy Halloween.
Share Trust live with me, because I don't know if I'm following them.
I just followed you. I think I could probably send it to you too if you.
Thank you, Sunny.
Yay.
Will you send that to him real quick? Because I'm going to go get some.
Yeah.